Regarding producing, I mean, would you consider yourself as a visionary because you have so many number one in so many different genres of music, and you create actually the genre? How do you explain that?
Two elements. First, what I said about my musical history. So it means that I can take references in any moment of the musical history. I know of records from rhythm and blues to rockabilly, to disco, to funk, to soul, to house, obviously. So when I make music, I don't make music like a normal musician. In my head, it's like I'm making a mashup. So, I'm thinking like, if I took the bass line of, some classic disco record, but I would play different type of chords that we would use in trance, and I would play drums that we would use in EDM. Whoa, that would be a completely new style. So this is how I think. And that's maybe the difference with a normal musician that is going to think, okay, if I make this genre of music, well, the recipe is this type of bass line, this type of chorus, this type, and then you end up always doing the same. And this is what happened with EDM. That's why I got so tired of it, because it was always the same formula. And this is why I came together with Morten with Future Rave, because I just couldn't play this style of music anymore. It would drive me crazy. I was so frustrated myself that I had to create a new style that just for myself, and it always goes from there. Because I DJ, I get tired of a style before other people, because I play it so much. And then if I get tired, I want to do something new. And this is and I'm a little bit lucky. It's funny because we're having this conversation in the studio many times, because we all are aware of our different abilities and talents, when we work in a songwriting sessions. And, you have people that they're really good at writing lyrics. You have people that are amazing musicians. You have people that are amazing at, producing in a way of sound engineering. And I can do all of this, not the best in the world, just enough to work or, to make records that I could play myself. But what I'm really good at is more like the vision, like what is a hit record? Don't You Worry with BlackEyedPeas and I'm Good. Those two records, it's not an accident that one is saying Don't You Worry and the other one is saying I'm Good, and the type of chords that are being used and the type of melodies. So the reason why I made those records is I felt like, okay, we are in a huge crisis. There was COVID for 2 years. No one could go out. And everyone is making depressing music. If you listen to all the dance music that is being cool, it's tech house or melodic techno. And I'm like, we're already depressed by life. We need something to feel good. So I went completely the other way. So in those terms, yes, this is a little bit like me having a different vision and saying, let's just do something about positivity. It was the same when we did I Got a Feeling. It was just after the financial crisis, I Got a Feeling with the BlackEyedPeas. So it's just a little bit of feeling the same way a DJ can feel the dance floor. You can feel like the energy of the world, what people need. When you DJ, you know what people need. I'm going a little bit too commercial now. I'm going to put something like darker to put them in the tunnel, make it hypnotic, or oh no, I need to go back to something they know they can sing along to. It's the same on the scale of the planet. When I did mixing urban with electro, no one was doing this. When I did pop with dance music, no one was doing this. Actually, people crucified me for doing this, and now it's the standard of the industry. And then, at the time I was doing like Sexy Bitch and Memories. Then I came with Titanium, Sia, like indie pop. That was completely against because then everyone was doing the same that I was doing. I did the record with Sia, indie pop. Okay, everyone went this direction. So I'm not following anyone. I'm just doing what I want. And it's just that I just want something before people want it. Because it's normal. I play music every single day of my life, so I get tired before the other ones. Or like what I'm doing right now, I'm sampling I'm Blue. At the time, I would never have played this record. At the time, it felt wrong, but now it feels right. So, it's a little bit like timing, context. What I do it for myself. Like, I make records that I want to play in my DJ set.
But could you, for example, you're sad or something like that, could create a melancholic and sad track?
Of course. Like when I divorced, I made a whole album and all the songs were about the fear of being alone, jumping in the unknown. All the songs were about this, So, one of my first hits was "Love Is Gone," and that was me having a fight with my ex-wife. And together with Chris Willis, we wrote that song. I remember in Bercy, a big arena in Paris, in the changing room. Like it's always going to be something that is about my everyday life, of course. Yeah.